Hi. Welcome in. Hi, Mango. Hi, Raven. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah. How we doing? Hope good. Oh, hold on. You can't really see it. I was wondering, because, like, I tried to make the scene a bit more soft and pastel-y, and now we can't really see the chat. So give me 1 sec to, like, fix you guys. I like the white text, but it's just not doing it for this background. Let me tell you. Is that better? Wait. Hold on. I think that'll be better. Graphic design is my passion. Listen. Yeah, it's a little better. Now we can see you guys. It's not as hard as on the eyes, you know? New text color, who dis? Yeah. So, okay. So, we finished Class of '09 yesterday super fast. Hell yeah. I do have a bunch of visual novels we had in the back pocket, so we're gonna do this one. I don't know anything that happens in it. I don't know the characters. It was either one of those visual novels that I got for free or for like a couple of dollars during the summer sale. One of those two. Every screenshot was just you and this girl in a room. I don't know what happens. I did catch a small little tidbit in the tags of the game that said psychological horror. So I'm very excited. You can only imagine. Like, I mean, look at her. You can't tell me she's not ready to kill us. Come on. I'm very excited. So, yeah. Exactly, Raven. Exactly. So that's all I know, is that it's probably gonna get a little freaky, funky, spooky. How? I have no idea. But I also don't know how long it is. So I don't know if we'll have another stream for it or not. Also, happy July 1st. A happy art fight season has officially begun. So tomorrow's art stream, I don't know if we'll still draw the Class of '09 or if I'll be doing some art fight attacks. We get there when we get there. But today, more visual novel time. This isn't gonna give me nightmares, is it? I'm on a diet. Hold on. What do you mean you're on a... Bruh. Hi, Jose. Welcome in. Something else, it did give me a little bit of a flash/epilepsy warning at the beginning. So just in case. Art fight, yeah. We need more Scrimblow, yeah. We'll have to see if anyone hits Scrimblow. Cam said that is his first target this year. Or one of his first targets is Scrimblow, so... Wear shades? Yeah, I guess. But hell yeah. Hell yeah. I guess nothing else to really say. Oop. I'll leave the game audio where it is. It looks pretty good right now. I have no idea what's gonna happen once we get in there, though. So, let's do it. God, I love all the sound design in it so far. Hey, we got an achievement! Woo! We're on the board! The buzzing in my ears gradually faded, my consciousness slowly returning to my body. In front of me was a tightly shut door. Where am I? My whole body felt limp and powerless, like it had no bones. I tried to move, but I could barely twitch a finger. It was as if I were bound, unable to move an inch. Who am I? My mind was like a freshly manufactured doll, completely blank. No matter how desperately I tried to remember, my memories had been wiped clean. Nothing came to mind. I strained my stiff neck to look around. A girl came rushing toward me, stumbling so hard she nearly fell flat on her face right in front of me.
你终于醒过来了，感觉如何？
Wait, is that Chinese? Hell yeah. Neat.
身体痛吗？很难受吗？听得到我说话吗？
Even though everything was confusing and unfamiliar, I could feel the girl's intense and unnatural fervor directed at me. I think it is Chinese, right? Neat. Was it really okay just to coldly ask her, "Who are you?" But no matter how hard I searched in the blank sea of memories, I couldn't find even a trace of who she was. Swallowing nervously, I cautiously asked, "Who are you?" Oh, I love the animation on her. That's so good. Just those 2 words were enough to make the girl's expression collapse, as if the sky itself had fallen and her world had shattered. I can't remember anything. Who am I? Who are you? Where is this place, and what are we to each other? Who am I? Who are you? Where is this place? And what are we to each other?
你不记得我了吗？真的吗？骗人的吧？为什么？这是对我的惩罚吗？明明好不容易才……
Hey, Matter, welcome in. Isn't this Sadako the ring girl? That'd be funny, but I don't know. Welcome in. The girl in front of me was far too close, and I instinctively leaned back to avoid her.
对不起，吓到你了吧？我不是故意的。
Dude, her eyes are changing colors too. Oh my god. The girl stared at me for a while, as if trying to tell me I was lying. Maybe it was because she only saw fear and confusion in my face. Her expression became complicated as she averted her eyes.
我的名字是西罗。我和你从很久很久以前就一直在一起了。
Huh?
这里是我和你的爱巢，在这里，我们一起创造了很多珍贵的回忆哦。为了你，我什么都愿意做，因为你是我最重要的人。如果离开了你，我会活不下去的。所以，请像曾经一样，在这里和我一直在一起吧。
Oh shit. Oh, I just noticed we can like look around. Oh my god. Not very much, but... Although her words were still unsettling, the manic look in her eyes had faded. The girl in front of me now looked as if harmless as an ordinary little girl. I let down my guard just a little and moved my stiff arms, which were bound to something like paper. Since she said she'd do anything for me, I tentatively asked in a small voice, "If that's the case, could you maybe let me go? So I can go out so-"
不可以哦，不可以的。只有这个，我绝对不允许。我绝对不会放开你的手了。外面的世界很危险，所以我不会放你踏出这里一步的。这里不会有任何危险，也不会有任何碍事的人。是我和你共同的家，是世界上最安全的地方。所以，请和西罗永远、永远、永远、永远、永远、永远、永远、永远、永远、永远待在一起吧。就算世界终结，也要和我永远在一起啊。
I like her. Shiro's sweet voice felt like it was laced with poison. With every word she uttered, my heart sank deeper. This woman is dangerous. Mentally unstable. That's the conclusion my instincts had reached. For now, it's best not to anger her. I need to keep her calm. Try to extract information slowly. Besides, I truly don't have any memories at all. I can't even tell if what she says is true or false. Maybe of the things she said sounded like unfamiliar words to me. Their meaning were all like scattered puzzle pieces, difficult to assemble, impossible to truly understand. Thinking too deeply leads nowhere. For now, I'll just have to let it go. I understand. She seemed completely immersed in her own world, oblivious to my restrained body and the forced calm in my voice, wearing the expression of a girl madly in love.
果然，是你的话，一定不会拒绝的。
3 achievements so far. We are on the board. Wood, same. Day 1.
对不起啊，刚才我只想着自己，失去了记忆，还和我这样的人共处一室，你一定很害怕，很不安吧？真的非常对不起。其实我把你关在这里是迫不得已，所以请不要讨厌我，好吗？
Oh, we get to pick. Is this how you treat importance? Okay. My weak body. Could it also be because of her? Does my amnesia have something to do with her? I'm too afraid to ask. All these abstract concepts are tangled in my mind like a ball of yarn with no loose ends to grab.
这是为了保护你，无论发生什么事，我都会保护你的。
Protect? What kind of protection is this?
这就是我保护你的方式呀。
Okay.
这里是安全的地方，所以你只要待在这里就好。我会把伤害你的事物全部打倒的。
She always dodges the question and avoids giving me real answers. It's impossible to have a proper conversation with her. And for some reason, my body feels more and more exhausted, as if even the strength to speak is slipping away. I sighed and said nothing more.
虽然想要和你一刻也不分离，但是抱歉，我现在必须出门一趟，要乖乖待在这里，不要乱动哦。我会很快回来，不让你寂寞太久的。
She hurriedly unlocked the door and left without waiting for my reply. That was like 4 locks, holy shit. And I clearly heard the sound of the door being locked behind her. Now would be the time to search the room or try to escape, but my body was far too exhausted, so weak that I could barely move a finger. Yet, the tension in my nerves kept me from falling asleep. All I could do was close my eyes and pretend to rest. This is rain. The concept of rain surfaced in my mind, and the air seemed to grow damp. I slowly opened my eyes. The room was unusually dim, cast in a gloomy shadows of the rainy weather outside. And just as I was thinking where the woman had gone, I heard the sound of the door opening again. She hadn't brought an umbrella, completely soaked. Her figure looked pitiful under the downpour. But her eyes that locked onto mine were frighteningly bright, overflowing with an inexplicable fervor. In the overwhelming sound of the rain, we faced each other in silence. It was as if the world had narrowed down to just the two of us. I don't know how long we stayed like that, but eventually, as if waking from a dream, she came back to her senses.
对不起，
Bless you.
我得去洗个澡，稍微等我一下啊。这种时期，感冒了就麻烦了。
Bless you.
最近我一定要保持健康才行。
I've gotten used to her talking to herself as if it were a conversation. With my body bound, all I could do was listen to the sounds of her entering a room behind me. Doors opening and closing, the rustling of clothes, and finally the sound of running water.
满血复活？等很久了吧？是不是等得很无聊？对了，不如我们来聊聊天吧。我们两个以前经常在晚上聊天，这个时间是只属于我们的睡前聊天 time 哦。
It was kind of boring, and I have no clue what's going on. And maybe I do want to talk to someone, even if it's the woman in front of me that seems a little mental unstable. Though honestly, she doesn't seem like a great conversation partner.
让我想想，我们来聊点什么呢？今天的主题由我来定可以吗？我有些话想要对你说。其实，因为你忘记了我，那些我和你曾经的共同幸福回忆，现在就只有我还记得，这让我感觉很寂寞。你与我共度的时光，是我最重要的、不可替代的宝物哦。只有你的身边，才是我的归宿。但是，就算失去了记忆，你也还是你。就算只有我自己记得，我对你的爱也不会改变。我爱着你的全部。现在，希罗只需要你，你也只需要希罗。没有什么能从我身边把你夺走了。就算要被全世界驱赶，我也要和你永远在一起。能够和你在一起，这就是我的幸福。
Although she's whispering words of love to me, I feel like I can't get a word in. Or rather, I don't know how to respond to this overwhelming emotion. No miracle happened. My mind is still blank, without any flashes of memory. So despite facing her overwhelming love, it feels like I'm watching a first-person performance.
对了，
Okay.
只要你能够再次爱上我不就好了吗？
Again?
这样的话，我们就还是像以前一样。
Huh?
对不起，我知道我并不值得你喜欢，你一定已经受够我了，想要快点逃离我的身边吧。如果我们没有相遇就好了。对，如果你还留有记忆的话，一定会这么想，然后一定会对我越来越幻灭，越来越后悔和我在一起。我们的相遇本来就是错误吧？我这种人，从不存在都没有区别。我知道的，从很久以前我就一直拖你的后腿，总是给你添麻烦。我是世界上最差劲的人。离开我的话，你一定会过得更好、更幸福。我这种人消失了就好了。对不起，对不起，对不起。
Yeah, it's okay. Oh my god. It's really hard to get used to how fast her mood can switch. I haven't even said
不
anything
过没
yet.
关系，现在你也在我的身边了，这就足够了。你会一直在我身边的，对吧？
She asked like that. Then, as if avoiding my answer, she immediately changed the subject.
对了，突然想起，以前听说过有个实验，好像是叫做对视8秒定律的一种心理学概念。似乎是说，当两个人对视8秒钟，
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
可
If
能
you
会产
stare
生
into
强烈的
someone's
情感
eyes,
联
it's like
系，
easier for them to like have affection for
甚至
you.
可能会坠入爱河。
So guys, there you go.
感觉有些浪漫呢。
Just stare into the camera.
你可以和我试一试吗？
Yeah, sure.
怎么样？有没有心动的感觉？
Yeah, but I think it's for like another reason. Why are you looking at me with such an expectant yet careful hidden expression? Yes or not? What? So, okay, I feel like some of this is just a little bit of like a translation oopsie whoopsie. Yes.
明明脸上一点笑容都没有，你还是像以前一样不擅长撒谎呢。我该怎么做，才能让你像曾经一样对我露出笑容呢？告诉我吧。
Yeah, sorry, I still don't have any memories.
为什么你要道歉呢？明明这不是你的错。
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if it's your fault, actually.
也许这是我应得的惩罚。该道歉的是我才对。对不起。你很累了吧？对不起啊，缠了你这么久。那今天我们就早点休息吧。
Cute! This is, I like her design, but this is such a choice. This, like, headband thing that's, like, going around. Like, not even at the, like, brow ridge like they usually do. Like, it's just going around her head. It's cute, but I'm like, it's so weird. Like, I wonder how they, like, thought of that. She seemed to sense my gaze and look up.
我在写日记。哦，就是在笔记本上 记录每天发生的事件和心情，算是我的个人习惯吧。当下的心情可是很珍贵的，一定要好好记录下来才行。
After writing for a while, she nodded slightly, put away the notebook, and curled up in the corner of the sofa.
那么，晚安了。
Oh, she's sleeping on the couch while we sleep. Although she lay down on the sofa, it didn't seem like she was planning to sleep. Her face was turned in my direction, eyes shining as she stared intently over here, making me feel a bit creeped out. Even if I turned my head away, trying not to look at her, it was impossible to ignore that intense presence. This girl talks about love all the time, yet won't even untie me so I can sleep comfortably. But I didn't have the energy to deal with her anymore. I just drifted off into sleep like that. If only I could regain my memories when I wake up. If only I could wake up and find that everything that happened today was just a dream. My body had already reached its limit, as if being dragged forcefully into the depths of darkness. I prayed silently in my heart and slowly lost consciousness. Day 2, baby! Give it up for day 2. Oh god. Sorry, I heard the cicadas and I got nervous. Oh god. My body feels so weird. Even opening my eyes feels impossible. Like I'm drowning alone in the bottomless black ocean. My consciousness struggles in the darkness, unable to return to my body. My consciousness struggles in the darkness, unable to return to my body. Other than the fact that I still exist here, I can sense nothing else. It feels like someone is calling out to me. Following that voice, my consciousness slowly returns to my body. I weakly move my little finger and finally open my eyes. Day 2! Day 2! Yeah! Day 2! Hey, girl. The blurred silhouette in front of me gradually sharpened. The strange girl from yesterday was staring at me intently. It seemed that my prayer before the bed last night hadn't worked. My mind was still blank, and I couldn't remember anything. And this crazed girl in front of me, who knows what she might do next. Heading to Japanese. Bye, Raven. Have a good time at lesson. Bye. I sighed, wanting nothing more than to close my eyes and escape reality.
你终于醒过来了。之前不管怎么叫你都没有回音，吓死我了。真是的，不管怎样，赖床到下午也有些过分吧。
Ah. Oh, it's already evening, huh? Okay. Indeed, the small room was bathed in a crimson light of dusk. Clearly, I'd slept a very long time. A wave of embarrassment had washed over me as I realized I'd been caught slacking. Caught lacking? Oh! Pff. My groggy thoughts began to resume, and suddenly I noticed how close she was, almost pressing her face against mine. Unable to speak, I quietly moved back.
对不起，你还在害怕我吗？
After doing something like this, do you expect me to say it's okay? Normally, angering an unstable person isn't wise, but just waking up and cranky, I let my complaint slip out. Oddly, it made me feel a bit better. Since she hadn't directly hurt me beyond confining me, I stood firmer. She didn't seem offended, which boosted my resolve.
对不起，这绝非我的本意。对不起。
If you feel sorry, then let me go.
但是，把你关在这里真的是为了你好，因为外面实在是太危险了。
What are you hiding? Just tell me.
这个我不能说。
She still dodged the question, avoiding the core issue. How am I supposed to trust you?
我是绝对不会伤害你的，只要你能够相信这一点就好。
Just trust me, bro. I can't trust someone who's gonna keep secrets.
这是理所当然的。
I tried dredging up fuzzy memories as I pressed on. About friends. Friends. Do I have friends? Are they okay?
你在说什么呀？
I fucking love how they animated her. That's so good.
那就是我呀。怎么回事？突然像以前一样关心我，我都有点害羞了呢。
Oh my god, I love that. Yo, when the shadow comes over and her eyes go like that, let's go. That's some good shit.
你看，我很好呀，只要能和你待在一起，我就好得不得了呢。为什么叹气呢？难道你不想和我在一起吗？为什么？我有哪里做的不好吗？明明只有我会永远陪在你的身边。不要讨厌我，不要抛弃我，求求你了。
This girl got more animation than One Punch Man Season 3. Oh my god. I haven't seen it, so, but, man, that damn.
不行。
Okay.
要是解开，你又要逃到我找不到的地方去了。绝对不允许这种事再次发生。我明白了，你就是想从我身边逃走吧？为什么总是这样？为什么要离开我？为什么？
She's completely insane. So I really can't afford to let my guard down. Looking at this hysterical lunatic in front of me, a chilling fear for the unknown crept into my heart. Knowing communication was futile. I just hoped she would calm down soon, return some sensibility and sanity. At the very least, please don't suddenly pull out a weapon and stab me.
你是想要和我永远在一起的，这不是我一个人的希望，对吧？
Oh, you shouldn't. It's just like a slideshow. The PowerPoint one might even say, I can fix her. No. We gotta keep her like this, because whatever's wrong is making her really hot. Like, come on. She looked at me, a storm of chaotic emotion swirling in her pupils. I kind of missed the question. Can we... Is there like a log? You want to be with me forever, right? Okay. No. No, I don't.
没关系，没关系的，你只是失去记忆了嘛。
Right.
如果是曾经的你的话，
God, I can't wait to see what the fuck is happening.
哎呀，一不注意，天都黑了，快到今天的聊天时间了呢。
Shit, you right. She can fix me, right? Right? Like, chain me up, mommy. Kill anybody that looks at me, please. Has she gone back to normal? Her emotional shifts are as abrupt as ever. The dangerous air around her vanished in an instant, and she smiled as if nothing had happened at all. But I couldn't shake the lingering fear, so I kept my mouth shut and just listened quietly.
今天来聊聊曾经，如何？聊聊过去的事，你说不定能想起来什么呢？
I admit it. The topic does pique my interest. But after spending 2 days with her, I figured out at least one thing. Nothing truly important ever comes out of her mouth.
那我开始讲啦。话说，我对你可是一见钟情哦。
Yeah, how did I know?
你就像是我的半身，几乎在我有记忆的时候，我们就在一起了。不对，其实可以说，因为大脑的保护机制，遇到你之前的事情，几乎都被我选择性遗忘了吧。能够模糊记起的，只有被打到遍体鳞伤，躺在地上看着月亮。
Dude, what if, like, okay, now this is a really crazy theory, but, like, what if we were her stalker, and then we finally kidnapped her, and she got Stockholm Syndrome really bad? And then so, there's one day, I don't know, maybe we got in a little scuffle, an accident, whatever, and I fell down, hit my head, and then, like, so now, she's yandere for me, but I was yandere for her first. Like, how crazy of a plot would that be? Damn, she's bad. We love crazy, right? Also, welcome in, Kamui. Welcome in. Yeah, she's batshit. We love it.
不过已经没关系啦，痛苦的记忆已经被和你一起的
I'd live
幸
for
福
that.
记忆覆盖掉了。
Dude, if that's not what the plot of this book is,
你就拯救了我。
visual novel plot dibs, like, that's messed up. I love it, right? Stop lying to me.
是真的呀，只有我的爱，请你不要否认哦，因为有你在，我才有活着的意义。即使能被你带走，我就已经比很多人都幸运了。
Yeah, you know, because it's like, she kept saying, like, this is our love nest, you took me away, this is where we live, the outside's dangerous. It sounds like I was, like, manipulating her as a kidnapper. It really
但你
does.
给了我更多的东西。第一次见到你的时候，你说我的表情就像失去了一切希望一样死寂。现在，我能正常的露出笑容。
If I can't manipulate a girl, then make her fall deeply head over heels and I lose my memory, so it's a reverse yandere love syndrome. Please.
你拉着我的手，
God, how good of a book would that
讨厌
be?
的记忆覆盖掉就好
Oh
了。
my god.
所有幸福的回忆，都是你带给我的。遇到你之后，我才觉得我真正的活着。从那以后，我度过的每一天，都快乐、温暖，这些新鲜的情绪，在你的身
It
边
kind
才
of
能感
explains
受
why
到，
she's just so,
好
like,
像在遇
we
到
don't
你之
have
后，
any other friends. We're
我
each
的世
other's
界
only friend.
才开始转动一样。你对
Because, like, I've
我
read those books too, where it's, like, the
就是这么的重要啊。
kidnapper, even if he, like, gets bold and starts bringing, like, the person, I shouldn't say thing, the person he kidnapped, like, out with them into the wild, so to say. It's, like, the people that he's, like, been manipulating for so long, they just don't run and get help. Because, like, they're just so scared, so, like, they just stay near each other. Reverse Stockholm, yeah. God, what, and, like, another way for like, another definition of reverse Stockholm made me go, because it's just, like, what if you fell in love with everyone but the person that, like, was kidnapped? Oh shit, I want a book like that. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. But every time I consider changing the way I treat her, the confinement of my body immediately drags me back to reality.
还有啊，我们一起战斗的时候，
Why bring up fighting all of a
可
sudden?
能对你来说很突然吧。不过我们曾经并肩作战啊。
Okay, my other, and this is plan B, like if it's not the reverse yandere plot, it's that there's a zombie apocalypse and she's keeping us, and we got bit, and she's trying to keep us from turning.
我们配合的相当默契啊。
That's my other idea. That's my other theory.
前辈也说，
Game
从没
theory,
见过
if you
像我
will.
们这样心有灵犀的搭档呢。
Senior?
你很在意吗？不可以啊，不可以在我面前提别的人呢。你可是我的东西哦。下次再这样的话，我就要惩罚你了。
Oh god. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
不说话了吗？我还挺期待惩罚环节呢。果然，你还是像以前一样怕痛
Oh
吗？
my god. Oh my god, she's hot. You're my thing. Oh my god, so romantic, right?
你明明很害怕疼痛。
Okay, how do you even conclude that? Very creative.
但是战斗
Well,
很
just
危
I don't know.
险。
It's like she's
Don't
either
show
very
shock.
sheltered, very like manipulated, because and just doing it based off of the way she keeps talking about what's
你
happening
受了
outside
很严
this
重的
room.
伤。
So it's like it's that. It's either reverse yandere stalker plot, Stockholm syndrome, or zombie apocalypse.
所以为了不
It's
再让你
it's
受
gotta
伤，
go one of two ways, bro.
我只好把你关起来了。
I see no other option. Choosing to imprison someone just to protect them from getting hurt sounds completely absurd. But this woman's mind never did work normal anyway. Fighting. Is this world really that dangerous?
不过没关系，很快就没事了，再稍微忍耐一下就好了。对我来说，除了你，所以请相信我，我会为了你毁掉所有的障碍，
Option 3, she just loves you. Yeah, this is what is actually normal.
就算付出我
This
的
is-
全部哦。
Your average date with a Chinese girl who just transferred in from China to live in America for a little bit and she falls in love with you. This woman is far too twisted. That's some true love and some real type shit. Yeah, this is true love type shit. I should take time to process all this new information, but my thoughts are starting to slow again. My body's growing sluggish. In short, even though I just woke up around dusk, I'm already getting sleepy again. If what she said is true, maybe my body's trying to repair itself through sleep from some injury. Could my amnesia also be from that injury?
你好像很困的样子，那今天就到这里吧，我们明天再继续聊天好了。虽然还想和你更加深入的了解彼此，虽然你还是什么都没想起来，不过没关系，我们还有很多时间呢，早点休息吧，晚安。
Damn. You know, okay, another theory. What if we're in a hospital and like we have some like incurable disease and that it like took our memory? And so these are like the last few days of her like trying to buy us time or something. I should move to China. Give me that kind of date, bro. I feel you. These girls here and they just want money. China, here I come. Like someone cutting off the power, the world went dark once again. Dude. Yeah, the Chinese was kind of unexpected. Day 3! Give it up for day 3! I don't know. I guess whenever I see anime novel, I just assume Japanese, so this is neat. I didn't realize it was like a Chinese one. When I felt my consciousness returning to my body, some memories from yesterday also came back to me. My physical condition today seems much better than yesterday, and my mind is clearer. At least, before opening my eyes, my brain was already functioning normally. After making some mental preparation, I opened my eyes, just a slit to observe my surroundings. Oh, she's hanging out. Through the blurry slit, I saw her sitting in front of me, just like yesterday, waiting for me to wake up. Give me a break.
哎呀，你醒了？
She really is just staring at me without blinking. Even the slightest movement didn't escape her eyes. Isn't there anything else you could be doing besides just staring at me like this?
有是有，但是看着你是最重要的事情呀。
We're in a mental hospital and you didn't take your meds. Oh god, okay, that's a good one too.
我注视你一整天都不会乏味呢。
We stopped taking our meds so we could talk to our girlfriend. Day 3 and I'm on my knee. I got a weird one. We're in the afterlife and this girl is the entity or monster that refuses to let us go. Ooh, I like it. I like it. That's different. Hell yeah. Dude, we're in purgatory because the Grim Reaper can't let us pass on. And so we're slowly, like, getting our strength back.
你今天起床比昨天早多了呢。睡得好吗？身体感觉如何？
Yeah, I feel much better.
如果你说把我放开就会更舒服这种话，我可要生气了。
I had no choice but to swallow the words I was about to say.
好乖，好乖。
Oh, she called us a good boy! Hell yeah!
你的状态确实看着比之前好很多了。太好了，再好好休养休养，快快恢复吧。对了，你有想起些什么吗？
It's been 3 days since I lost my memory, yet I still can't recall anything about myself. The only thing I know for sure is that I exist here. I can only follow her lead. All clues come solely from her words. It's truly unsettling. No.
这样啊，没关系，总有一天你会想起我的。我是这样认为的啦。
And just after she said that, she let out a yawn. That's when I noticed the slight dark circles under her eyes, and how she looked at me more tired than yesterday, like she hadn't had enough sleep. Are you sleepy?
因为很早就起床守着你了嘛。
I never asked you to do that.
是我自己决定的啦。
Not bothering to respond to her, my thoughts drifted to their own thing. Wanting to soothe my unease, I began imagining what would happen if I escaped from here, but if I did get out, what could I even do? What would I even want to do? Having lost my memory, I felt like a hollow shell without a soul.
你在想些什么呀？脸色很不好看啊。对了，我
Whose call is that? Strangely, the moment I heard the ringtone, I remembered that the name of the device that had made the sound. I reached into my pockets, completely empty. Of course she wouldn't leave a communication device on me. Run it back, clip it, I need a... Without saying a word, she took the phone and walked into the back room, closing the door behind her. I could only hear fragmented bits of her conversation. Though I couldn't hear the details, an uneasy feeling crept upon me. I tried to catch more of the conversation, but she had already hung up and come back out, staring at me silently. Man, you sure love staring at me. Who was that just now? That's suspicious. Ask who she was talking to. I remembered her threat from yesterday about not mentioning other people, so I wisely kept my mouth shut. Fortunately, she seemed out of it and didn't hear what I said. Compared to her erratic mood swings, this quiet moment was much more tolerable. I too began to relish the rare tranquility, yet this peace felt like the calm before a storm, stirring a faint unease within me.
都这么晚了， 今天我们也来聊聊天吧。你想聊些什么呢？今天的主题由你定吧。
I needed to gather more clues without angering her. In the end, only that topic felt safe. Tell me more about me.
好呀。
All right then, please tell me. What kind of person was I?
是我最爱的人啊。
That's not really an answer, is it?
那我再想想。你是美好、耀眼、纯粹的人啊。
Please turn off the rose-tinted filter.
真是的，这可不是滤镜啊。
I sighed internally. I had actually hoped to extract useful information from talking with her. Communicating with her was pointless. I already knew that. Even though I started showing disinterest, she still immersed herself in her romantic delusion, chattering away on her own.
虽然你不记得了，但是和你待在一起的每分每秒。在休假的时候，我们曾经一起去过水族馆，一起走过长长的海底隧道，一起去过游乐园，一起坐过旋转木马和摩天轮运行的时候微微晃动。你抱住了害怕的我，当时我忍不住自私的想，一起死在那里。偶尔我们也会一起看电影，在漆黑的电影院。
Yeah, scandalous.
我们还一起去看过大海，在海边散步，捡贝壳，堆沙堡。我很喜欢大海。当然啦，我最喜欢的是大海，会掩盖一切秘密，会让人暂忘不安定的现实，感觉就像灵魂的归宿呢。
The ocean, huh? She continued describing the sea we supposedly saw together. Its crystal reflection of the sky, its vastness stained crimson, its calm, star-filled stillness. I pictured those scenes from her words. But it's turned into a romantic story session again. She really adored that past me and the time we spent together, huh? Sadly, I still couldn't relate to the person she described. It all felt like someone else's story. Did I really love her once? Were those memories even real? Could they have been fabricated to deceive me?
对了，你看，这些发饰也是你专门
Ah, we
挑
gave her
选
the
给我的，
hairband thing.
因为我最喜欢这种花。
The accessories. They actually suited her quite well. If I really did give her those, I guess the old me had decent taste. For once she spoke of something tangible, not just an abstract praise. It felt like I caught a small glimpse of who I might have been. Did I, or rather the previous me, ever give you anything else?
我喜欢园艺和读书，你会送给我花和书籍，还会仔细研究花语，非常非常细心哦。还有就是那个方面，你也很厉害的哦。
What aspect?
还能是什么呀？为什么明知故问呀？我们都是这种关系了，那种事情。
Sorry, was I good in bed? Is that what this is leading to?
真的很厉害呢。
Okay. What kind of memories is this guy lost in again? Someone who can say these things without batting an eye is pretty impressive, though. Though, still feels a bit baffling. If what you say is true, then I guess the old me was pretty decent.
那是当然啦，而且并不只是还不错的人而已，你是值得深深爱着的，超棒的恋人。
Yeah, I got it. I guess even now I'm not allowed to say anything bad about that guy, huh?
没错，当然，我也是会认真准备给你的礼物，时时刻刻陪在你身边的。 在以前的你眼里，我会不会也是很棒的恋人呢？不对，我一定是最差劲的恋人了。我这种人消失掉该有多好。
No. There she goes again. Comfort her. I think I found a way to get along with her for now. Go along with her mood, wherever that means. Offering some kind of words or just being gentle. Even though I hate the idea of yielding to her, for the sake of my own safety, it seemed necessary.
谢谢。
She looked down and stopped talking. What happened? So, she was just tired. Compared to the past 2 days, I was feeling much more energetic today. Just when I wanted to keep talking and ask her more things, she suddenly started getting sleepy early.
对不起啊，今天就到这里吧。好困啊，可能真的因为起床太早了。
And don't wake up so early just to watch me sleep for some weird reason.
那可不行，我不想浪费和你相处的时间，哪怕1秒钟。
If you want to wake up early and go to sleep early because you're tired, isn't it total time we spent together still the same?
为什么一脸无奈的样子呀？那么，晚安啦。
I watched her walk toward the sofa in a daze, like wandering ghosts drained of sleepiness. It's still so crazy that... Wait, why is her arm all bandaged up now? She hastily scribbled in her diary, curled up into a ball, and lay down with her eyes closed. In no time, her breathing became calm and steady. She seemed to have fallen asleep. When she's asleep and quiet like this, she actually looks pretty cute. But she's still dangerous kidnapper. Thinking of her as cute is, like, so casually is probably getting way too relaxed. At least when she's asleep, she won't suddenly snap like she does when she's awake. Or may not. As I let my thoughts drift aimlessly, she suddenly muttered,
我好喜欢你。
Just sleep talking, huh? That startled me enough to shake off some of my sleepiness. I carefully observed her in the moonlight for a while, confirming that she was really sound asleep, then tried moving my body, hoping to explore while I had the chance. But whether it was from the sitting too long or my body still not being fully recovered, I found it difficult to even stand up, let alone move freely. It was such a good opportunity. I felt a bit disappointed. But I was simply too weak, and I had no choice but to fall asleep early again to continue recovering. I emptied my mind, trying not to dwell on my frustrating situation. Accompanied by her deep, steady breathing, I stared blankly at the empty hallway for a long while, finally managing to fall asleep again. I closed my eyes slowly and drifted into sleep. Day 4! Let's go, day 4! I regained consciousness. I feel even more refreshed than yesterday. Seems like my body really is recovering. Right, where is she? The persistent shadow that usually squatted by my side was gone. It should be something to celebrate, yet I feel strangely uneasy. Habits are terrifying things. Oh, now the lines on her arm are fucking gone. What was that? Turning my gaze, I saw her curled up on the sofa. So she's still asleep. And she's still in the exact same position as last night, facing toward me. She sure sleeps soundly. Using all my strength, I tried to break free from whatever was binding me to my wrists. But even though it looked like paper, it didn't budge an inch. I wanted to stand up and move around, but I was afraid she'd wake up and see me. Better save some energy for now. With nothing to do, I stared at her sleeping face. Just yesterday, she was the one watching over me, waiting for me to wake up. And now it's my turn. See, he keeps saying like he's bound by something that looks like paper. It's like like those talismans, like they keep out ghosts and evil spirits. Like, dude, I'm starting to wonder if I am dead. Like,
早上好。
I'm a zombie. She skillfully leaned her face closer to mine. Hey, you! Just as she was about to touch me, she suddenly snapped back to reality.
对不起，对不起，我大概是睡昏头了，真的非常对不起。
No, it's fine. Are you okay? You don't look so well. Are you feeling unwell? She suddenly lit up, and I could almost see her tail wagging behind her.
是在关心我吗？我好开心啊！果然不是我的错觉。不管怎样，不管是否记得我，你还是你啊。至于我的身体，只是有点着凉了而已。我去洗个热水澡就好了，这样应该能舒服一些吧。
Long ass shower. Oh, she even started humming while showering. Can someone really get this happy just from being shown a bit of concern? But now's my chance. My wrist being bound doesn't prevent my movement, and my body has recovered enough to move a short distance. Oh, we're going for the door. Oh my god. I slowly made my way to the door and reached out my stiff hands toward the doorknob.
不可以了，不可以这么不乖呀！
How did she find out? Is there a surveillance camera installed here? I checked thoroughly. No, wait. She was in the bathroom. How could she even seen by camera? The sound of water splashing on the floor still echoed into the distance. Yet she's standing here, dripping wet, staring at me with a muddled, intense gaze. Everything happened so suddenly. I felt like I was in a daze.
就这么想逃走吗？我不是说过外面很危险吗？因为是第一次，所以我还是会原谅你们。不过，如果再有下次的话，不如由我亲手杀了你。所以不要再想逃离这里了。我希望这是最后一次了。
After leaving those final words, she turned and walked away, leaving me frozen in place. Uh-oh. Only then did I realize I had nearly forgotten to breathe. I gulped down air desperately, so fast I started choking. A metallic taste rose from the depths of my throat. Staring blankly at the faint water handprint she had left on the wooden... What the fuck? Sorry, Siri started asking me stuff. I was like, I didn't even say anything, girl. Staring blankly at the faint water handprint she had left on the wooden door, I finally began to feel afraid. Because I've never been more certain that she meant every word. I let my guard down too much. I almost got deceived again by her appearance and sweet words. This woman is truly, undeniably insane. I wonder what kind of mood she's in now. Will she do something extreme? Head lowered, I listened nervously to the sound of her approaching footsteps, walking on eggshells.
早点这样不就好了吗？真是的，就这么想逃离我的身边吗？明明是你把我带回家的，要负起责任啊！
See, you're the one who brought me home. I really think this is like a reverse yonder. I think it's so cool.
不要这么沉默呀，说点什么吧。
She urged me. Maybe because of fear, but her tone doesn't sound as light or as airy as before. But I have to say, this makes her seem way more like a real kidnapper. I started forming my words. Today is... Chat time is over, right?
这么一说，确实呢。你这么积极，真是难得呀。我很开心啊。不过，为什么不看着我呢？不用这么不好意思，大可以大大方方的注视着我。
OK。
不如说，请一直注视着我吧，只注视我一个人，不然我会很寂寞的。那今天聊点什么好呢？不想再次在你嘴里听到我不想听的讨厌的话了。果然，还是听我来说吧。啊，对了，前几天和你说过，我喜欢园艺。刚才路过卧室，看到了我们以前一起看过的宣传页。哦，稍等，我去拿来哦。我回来了，江江，就是这张。看到它之后，你能想起来什么吗？这样啊，没关系。你看，被画上圈的花，是我选择的。
Yeah, it's like the one in your hairband.
我们的婚礼上会用的花哦。
Eh? We've gotten that far already? If what she says is true, to have promised a lifetime with someone like this, the old me must have been something else.
当时你说选择花就交给喜欢花的我决定就好，所以我选了我最喜欢的花，是想在婚礼和葬礼上都摆上的那种喜欢哦。
Okay.
不过
You bring up death a whole lot, just on your own, girl.
你会选择什么？婚礼在你选择的花与我选择的花汇成的花的海洋举行，只是还没有问出口，你就忘记了一切。所以看到它的时候，就忍不住想问问，如果是你，会选择什么花呢？排除我的选择后，这页剩下的花朵按照顺序分别是玫瑰、百合、无尽夏。
Following my instincts, my choices. I mean, I'm gonna have roses at my wedding. Endless summers are really pretty. But, like, I feel like orchids or, like, lilies are, like, my favorite. But I don't know. Roses are really good, though. Ugh. I'm gonna say rose just because that's what I actually have, I think.
我也很喜欢这种花哦，谢谢你选择它。
I'm sure that won't have any effects, right?
抱歉，怎么又困到不行了？明明只和你说了一点点话，和你在一起的时间。那今天就到这里了，晚安。
She stared at me silently for a while longer, then sighed as if giving up.
今天也没有和我互道晚安呢。
She muttered softly as she walked away. Was she actually hoping for me to happen? Ridiculous. After being scared half to death by her, saying goodnight so tenderly like lovers, that would only be something a madman would do. I finally breathed a sigh of relief when she left. My nerves could finally relax. But how did she know I was planning to escape when she was in the shower? Do we have some sort of psychic link or something? If she really knows my every move, escaping will be next to impossible. Looks like my only option is to target her, convince her, touch her heart, and persuade her to let me go. To be honest, if I go along with her whims, she seems pretty happy. The tiniest misstep and I'll set her off like a landmine. Just the thought of having to communicate with someone that mentally unstable gives me a headache. What on earth am I supposed to do from now on? And she's all bandaged up again, what the fuck? By the time I came back to my senses, I could already hear her steadily breathing on the sofa. Looks like she fell asleep while I was untangling this mess in my mind. But she didn't dare to move around carelessly anymore. Because when she said, "Try that again and I'll kill you," I think she meant it. And now that I've relaxed, I'm feeling awfully sleepy too. It's pretty sus. This guy got a lot of insight, right? Ever since she chased me down and ended my escape attempt, I've been walking on eggshells, terrified of setting her off again. Thinking about it more won't change anything now. Better get some rest and wait for my chance. Pretty sus. Day 5. Day 5, people. That's an ambulance, isn't it? My brain hasn't fully rebooted yet. All I can tell is that some strange sound pulled me out of sleep. I vaguely hear someone retching? Who is that? Day 5, day 5, yeah. Damn. I could see it clearly. She could barely hold her expression. Oh, now she's got the bandages on her arm, like actually. Is she sick? Her right arm and her hand is wrapped up thickly in bandages. Could she be injured? I remembered her saying something about fighting. Did she go out and get in a fight while I was asleep? That wound looks serious. Could something dangerous really be happening outside? What happened? Are you okay? How did you get hurt? What happened?
这个我暂时还不能告诉你，对不起。那个
Imagine she's doing like some Full Metal Alchemist type shit just to keep us alive and she had to like, I don't know, give him some flesh or some shit.
听上去很奇怪，但我有个不情之请，你可以牵着我的手吗？
Why is she so suddenly... But looking at her so pitifully. Alright. I reached out my hand. She hesitated, then softly held mine. Like she was holding something precious. Her grip was so light, it felt like a feather in my palm.
太好了，
Sometimes she's aggressive and crazy, even threatening my life. Other times, she's just a normal girl, seeking comfort by holding someone's hand. It's too strange. A loud knock suddenly startled me. She didn't even flinch, as if she hadn't heard it. Who is it? Whoever it is seems to be getting impatient. The banging grows louder.
不要出声。门外的是要破坏我们幸福的危险存在。如果你出声的话，会很麻烦啊。请你相信我，求求你。
Yeah, whatever's doing that doesn't sound like a human desperately trying to get in. It sounds like something else. Do I trust her? Trust her. Could her injuries mean there's real danger outside? For my own safety, maybe I should listen for now. I held my breath. Maybe they thought there was no one inside, or realized she wasn't going to open the door. The banging finally stopped. Is it over?
应该没事了。谢谢你愿意相信我。今天的事，为什么想要和你一起拥有平静的、普通的幸福生活都办不到呢？
Maybe we're both like escaped experiments from like the government. You know, like we're both like not human. What if we're both not human? We escaped like some testing facility.
也是，总是会有想闯入我们的世界，破坏我们幸福的事物。不过没关系，马上就结束了。
Yeah, see, like the 7-day thing. What do you mean it'll be over soon?
就是字面的意思啊。总之，我会结束这一切的，请再等我一下。
Enough. What are you going to do? How will you end it? What are you even talking about? I don't understand at all. You say you love me, but your actions make no sense. You locked me up in here and tell me nothing. What the hell are you even doing? Don't say it's for my sake. I don't buy it. The fear from my memory loss and the anxiety, I couldn't shake it. It exploded like a balloon, stretched to its limit. I couldn't hold back anymore. I let all my emotions out at her. How am I supposed to trust you? What exactly are you trying to do? What are you fighting against?
通俗一点讲的话，是恶灵。
Evil spirits?
我和你曾经一起做除灵师。
Exorcist? Hell yeah. Well, this is okay. She finally gave me a straightforward answer, and I didn't know how to process
对
it.
失去记忆的你来说，很难理解，对吧？抱歉，因为我觉得这些事，现在的你不需要了解。但是，有些事情，果然还是应该向你坦诚。
But I don't feel like I have any special powers. I couldn't even break free from these
我
restraints.
之前说过了，这是因为你受伤了。现在的你失去了记忆，和外面很凶险，而且有人在追杀你。
Even if what you're saying is true, you didn't have to lock me up like this. Let me go.
绝对不行。
Why are your words and actions always so contradictory?
只有这个绝对不可以。我之前说过，你把世界上所有幸福，所以我也想让你能获得同等的幸福。只剩下你我二人的世界，对你来说不是幸福的吗？
No.
好吧，我会放开你的。
Oh shit, on day 5? That's kinda...
但
What?
是在我要把伤害你的东西全部消灭之后。
Ah, I see. So not right now.
你也看到了，外面的世界真的很危险。我不想让你再受伤，所以把一切都交给我就好。抱歉，不能告诉你更多的事。对不起，你应该意识到了，我向你隐瞒了很多。我也承认，我还怀有不能说出口的目的，但是不会加害你是真实的，我对你的爱也是真实的，请你相信我。
Okay, I believe you. It's just the Exorcist thing's pretty cool.
总有一天，到那时，我会把一切都告诉你。我想起我很喜欢的一本童话书，讲述主角和朋友坐上了银河铁道列车，去往未知的世界。如果我也能和你两个人一起乘上列车，逃到谁也找不到的地方就好了。
What's wrong?
我没事，可能因为伤口的关系。谢谢你关心我，不好意思，突然说了些丧气的话。不过我确实有些累了，抱歉， 晚安。
We had just been through some unknown dangers together. It felt like we had grown a bit closer. Is this Stockholm Syndrome? Or suspension of bridge effect? Or the suspension bridge effect, my bad. A strange thought suddenly popped into my head. Even though she revealed a bit of information, I still feel like she was hiding something. But maybe because she looked so weak and pitiful, I couldn't bring myself to press her further. Why are people trying to kill me? Why would anyone want to kill me? What exactly is she hiding from me? Why is she smiling in her sleep? That's just weird. Night had just fallen, yet she drifted off so quickly. She must really be exhausted. Staring blankly at her, my mind wandered aimlessly, and drowsiness slowly overtook me. Day 6! Day 6, people! Give it up for day 6! Do you think it actually ends on day 7, or is it like some FNAF shit where we have to go to like day 10? Ooh, it's raining! I smell something damp in the air. Did it rain? Oh, both arms bandaged. Oh, and her leg, too! Girl. The person before me lowered her head, hiding her expression. Her right leg and left arm are now wrapped in bandages, looking like she might fall apart at any second. She looked even more miserable than yesterday. What happened to you?
我还想牵着你的手，可以吗？
I instinctively reached out my hand, only to inwardly mock myself at how naturally I responded.
谢谢你，晚安。
She held my hand and then lay down beside me. Sleeping face rested near our intertwined hands. Her gentle breath on the back of my hand made it feel like she was burning. I didn't dare to make a sound, afraid of waking her up. Wait, why am I being so gentle to her? But now that she's so weak... Indeed, I can't go any further. Yet, I can't harden my heart to take advantage of her in this vulnerable state. This is exactly why I'm feeling so tormented and anguished. My body was starting to go numb when she finally stirred and slowly woke up. She really slept for a long time. I finally got the chance to pull my hand back and stretch.
啊，都这个时间了，睡太久了，抱歉。谢谢。好久没有睡这么舒服的觉了。
What part of this is comfortable?
因为在你身边睡觉是最安心的。
Aww. You should wake up from your memories. But the me who's in your last memory, the one from before, there's two different people, isn't they? I believe memory shapes personalities.
不是的，我之前说过，我现在也是这么认为的。经过这几天的相处，就更加确定了。
It'd be funny if I just always acted like this and she's just always been just insane.
你还是你，就算再不喜欢我，被我强行抓着睡觉的时候，都没有我喜欢这样温柔的你。
You really do like me, huh?
最喜欢了。
For once, hearing her say that she didn't make me feel particularly resistant. Maybe it was the twilight atmosphere. Or perhaps the fear and emptiness brought on by the lost memories made my heart instinctively lean closer to hers.
没有聊天环节，还真是有点不习惯呢。但是，我有些累了，对不起哦。今天我们就早些睡下吧。那个，我 还想睡在你的身边，可以吗？
Yeah, get in here, girl. Isn't it a bit late to ask me that now? You could have just laid down like before, no need to ask.
谢谢你啊。
What about your injuries? Are you okay?
没关系的，我已经习惯疼痛了，我怎样都无所谓，只要你没事就好。话说，你今天别有点害怕，是在做梦呢？但如果这是梦的话，也太遗憾了。前几天我在心里暗暗祈祷过，祈祷你能再对我温柔点就好了。没想到真的实现了。
That's enough. Stop snuggling up to me. I've been meaning to ask. Sleeping right next to me like this without a care.
当然不会啊。
I read it too fast. Aren't you afraid I might do something? Of course not.
我相信你，就像你相信我一样哦。
Right. Aw, cute. She curled up next to me with a natural ease, as if afraid I'd change my mind if she didn't move quickly.
今晚的月色真美呀，还能普通的睡在你身边，像做梦一样。
Good night.
晚安。
Ultimately, her love for me was just too heavy. Even if I tried to catch it and put myself in her shoes, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Besides, even though she says she trusts me, she still hasn't let me go. I really can't afford to let my guard down. When will all this finally end? At this rate, I feel like my body's slowly getting used to its life. The days of being scared on my mind by her weren't even that long ago. I really lack a sense of danger. Sleeping together with my own kidnapper, like lovers. This is seriously messed up. But lately, it feels like we've been spending less and less time awake. She's even gotten new wounds. How did they even happen? She may be dangerous, but I've gotten used to seeing her full of life. As the kidnapped one, maybe I have the right to ask about her life. But seeing her consistently covered up in injuries in front of me, it's still troubling. The thought of her being so weak whenever she's out of my sight, it's unsettling. Have I been lowering my guard more and more? Maybe this unease, it's just about her, but it's also about the state of the outside world. Looks like she really is exhausted. She fell asleep as soon as she got close to me. I'll leave the thinking for tomorrow, accompanied by the sound by her gentle breathing nearby, slowly drifting off. Hi Raven, welcome back. Day 7! Day 7, guys. Title drop. I felt an emptiness beside me. As if guided by some divine intuition, I opened my eyes. Oh no. And it's just like on the first day, I woke up without my memories. She stood across from me. She looked worse than ever, as if she had barely been holding herself together. Silently staring at me, seeming unaware of the tears streaming down her cheeks. And yet her gaze was so heavy, as though she wanted to engrave every part of me deep in her bones.
我可以抱抱你吗？
Oh, she's like completely wrapped up now, like torso, legs, hands, oh my god. I didn't say anything. My silence was consent. She gently leaned her body into mine.
谢谢你。对不起，你一直很痛苦吧？一切就快结束了，所以请乖乖待在这。都是因为我，害你失去了笑容。不要忘记笑容，笑着活下去吧。希望你这样温柔的好人，再也不会遇到不幸。要获得幸福，要在阳光闪耀的地方笑着，然后，虽然想说请忘记我吧，但果然还 是会有些寂寞呀。不要忘记我哦。再见。
Night has fallen, and she hasn't come back. How long has it been already? I don't want to admit it, but I miss her presence in the room. Alone. I can only count the passing endless of time, overwhelmed by the loneliness. Suddenly, something that had been restraining me came undone. Before I could react, my consciousness was swallowed by darkness. Oh. Just realized the light effect you've done to your model. Like taking the average of the game screen and sharing your model. I like it. Yeah, thank you. I thought because like the game was gonna be like in such like a one room thing and the lighting seemed like so key to it, I was like, I'm gonna try and match it. When I came to, I was in the world of utter darkness. I screamed at the top of my lungs, purely on instinct, but not even an echo returned. As if trying not to be swallowed whole by the overwhelming blackness, I began to run. I was being chased by something oh fuck, I clicked too much. I was being chased by some unknown horror. As if it stopped, it would shatter my mind and soul. I kept running endlessly through the darkness. It felt like something terrifying and unknown was chasing me. Like if I stopped for a second, my mind, no, my soul would shatter, so I kept running. Only the waves of pain shooting through my body proved to me that I was still existing. Forcing open my unfocused eyes, I suddenly saw a faint glow, like a firefly, at the end of the endless darkness. It was as if my senses were awakened by that light. After sight returned, my hearing also came back. A warm breath drifted in my direction of the glow, tickling my nose, so warm it made me want to cry. Drawn by that strangely familiar breath, I ignored the stabbing pain flooding into my lungs, and pushing myself up, I dashed toward the glimmer as if running forward toward the only hope I had. Bursting into the light, I opened my eyes. I don't know how much time has passed before I finally regained consciousness. For the first time in a long time, I felt hunger, thirst, and pain. Yes, these were the sensations a human should have. Feeling the faint beat of my organs within my body, my awareness gradually returned. At last, my memories also flooded back to me. Shiro. Right, Wasn't I already dead? I fucking knew it! And yet, I clearly still exist here. What on earth happened? Shiro, where did you go? Are you alright? You didn't get hurt, did you? Looking around the familiar room, my eyes fell on a notebook placed on the sofa. It was Shiro's diary. Though peeking into someone's diary is rude, my disordered heartbeat compelled me to reach out and take it in hand. I skimmed through the pages. At first, it was filled with daily trifles and records of our dates. Worrying about her whereabouts, I searched the date of the last memory. The day had been Shiro's birthday, so I remembered the date clearly. On that day, she had written nothing, so I turned the page. 24th of June. Everything happened so suddenly. I was caught completely off guard. You've always been so afraid of pain, and yet why? You're so afraid of pain. Why? Senpai brought me home. When I asked about the bloodstained clothes carrying your last traces, he said he had already disposed of them. How cruel. That was supposed to be your final mark on this world. Countless times, over and over, endlessly, I prayed to the return of that day, prayed for you to come back. If only it had been me who died instead. And then, maybe, because of my unbroken prayers, a miracle happened. When I returned home, you were lying right there in the entrance. A miracle. You had really come back to me. I called Senpai. The person said it might have been my obsession, or maybe yours. In any case, your soul had been dragged back to this world, as an earthbound spirit tied to the little home that it once shared. Senpai also said I should deal with you. What irony. After years of being exorcists together, this was the ending we faced. But there was no way I could have destroyed you. This time, I swore never to let go of your hand again. To stabilize your spirit, and to keep you from wandering out of sight, I had no choice but to bind you with the talismans at the entrance. From then on, you gained a temporary body. We became bound by a contract, and I could sense your condition as it clearly was my own. At the same time, I could feel how unstable you really were. Still, you finally woke up. But perhaps, as the price of the miracle, you had lost your memories. The first time you looked at me with such a cold, unfamiliar eyes. Maybe that was my punishment. After all, it was my fault you ended up like this. I was too afraid of losing you again. Too consumed by my emotions. I'm sorry. I was just terrified of you disappearing. When I saw the fear in your eyes, I knew you must have thought that I was just some mad woman. But maybe that was fine. Better for you to hate me and stay than for you to run outside and vanish forever. And if you hated me, feared me, somehow that eased my heart a little, because you should hate me. After settling you into that home, I went to the association's archives. There, I finally found record of a forbidden ritual that had only been whispered of. A ritual that could bring you back to this world. I drew the circle in our secret base, activated the ritual. When I returned home to find you waiting, only then did it truly sink in that you had come back. It made me so happy. 25th of June. Last night, maybe because you were an unstable spirit, you suddenly collapsed. Though the contract link, I felt your consciousness vanish and jolted me awake. I was terrified you wouldn't open your eyes again, so I stayed up by your side all night. Thankfully, you woke up again and returned to me. I tell myself not to mind it, but seeing you guard against me does hurt. I can't control my emotions, and it only makes you fear me more. After feeling the pain of losing everything, then the joy of regaining it, maybe my mind really was broken. Sometimes I can't even control the words that leave my mouth. But being able to chat with you like before was already enough. I shouldn't hope for more. You've changed, but you're still you, the same soul, and I believe that. You gave me happiness I never thought I'd have. You held my hand and led me back to this world. Even at the very end, you protected me. This time, it's my turn to protect you. 26th of June. I can feel your body growing stronger. At the same time, mine is beginning to collapse. From within, it's unraveling. I haven't told you about the ritual. Because if it were you, you would stop me. By any means, you would. Even without your memories, even seeing me as a stranger, a frightening unknown, your soul remains the same. Senpai called. Somehow, that person found out that I performed the ritual and urged me to stop, warning that if I couldn't, they would act on my stead. What a joke. For my sake, you put yourself in danger. It's all because I was too weak. Yet, even without memories, you tried to comfort me. Please don't be so kind to me anymore. I feel so exhausted. Must be the ritual's side effect. But it only proves that you're slowly recovering, and that's enough for me. 27th of June. Today my body feels even worse. I couldn't wake before you. I even stumbled half asleep right into your arms. Even though I offended you, you still showed concern. While I was bathing, I suddenly sensed through our link that you were trying to escape. The moment you step outside, your soul will shatter. My mind went blank, and I ran out on pure instinct. Luckily, I reached you in time. But I was so afraid of losing you that I spoke without thinking. I must have terrified you. In your eyes, I must look like some deranged lunatic. Fear, regret, despair, all tangled together until I almost broke down in tears. So I fled back to the bathroom, turned on the shower to hide my sobs. Even so, you still spoke with me afterwards. We talked about the flowers from the flyer we once saw. You even chose one you liked. But I lied. The flower wasn't for our wedding. It was for a funeral. When I die, I want to be surrounded by the flowers you chose. I was afraid, so I wanted to be selfish just once. I'm sorry. 28th of June. My body is worse than ever. I can feel my organs nearly all replaced. Only my spiritual power holds me together now. Even my right arm has started to fade. To keep you from noticing, I forced a bit of energy to maintain its outline, and I wrapped the bandages to make it look like an injury. Maybe from rejection or backlash. I've been vomiting non-stop since this morning. My throat tasted like blood. Perhaps because of the pain, my will is weakening, and I find myself thinking pathetic thoughts again. Why wasn't it your memories that returned first? Even for a brief moment, I wish I could see you again. But if that happens, maybe my own memories will vanish as the price. If that's the case, then the me who remembers you will never meet the you who remembers me. Now, I alone carry our memories. It's unbearably lonely. But if your memories return, you'll instantly see through what I'm doing. So rather than that, I'd rather give you a real chance at life in this world. This is the life you should have had, not the one cut short by some meaningless battle. Without me, you'll surely live more happily. When I touched your hand, I felt its warmth clearly. The ritual truly succeeded. Before, when you were just a fragile spirit with only a temporary body, I didn't dare touch you, afraid you'd realize what you were. But now, I can finally hold you. Someone came to the door. Probably Senpai, after failing to reach me by phone. I stayed silent. If they confirmed you were inside, they would surely try to exorcise you. Senpai's exorcism can only be used once for a while. They wouldn't use it so recklessly. Since you trusted me and stayed silent too, they might have assumed we weren't there and left. Of course you'd be angry with me. Faced with so much fear of the unknown, you must feel awful. I didn't want you to suffer any longer, so I told you about the exorcist, but I lied. Said you were only injured. How I wish that were true. I don't want to see hatred in your eyes again, even if I do deserve it. My body worsens each day from the ritual, and the energy I burn to hold its form. I can barely stay awake long enough to spend time with you. Even staying conscious a little longer is becoming impossible. 30th of June. Yesterday, I was so exhausted that I fell asleep beside you. This morning, I forced myself awake first, so you could watch your sleeping face and write these words. Meeting me was an unfortunate accident. After the disaster I caused, I can only hope every day of your life after this will be filled with happiness. Come to think of it, in these 7 days, you never once called my name. Nor did we say goodbye to each other. A small regret, perhaps. For several days, I haven't dreamed. I wonder if you do. If so, do you dream of me? Yesterday, it was my left arm and my leg. Today, it's my right leg and part of my body. Having burned too much, I can barely hold on. Before the rest disappears, I must leave early. I've given everything of myself to you. First my organs, then my flesh, and finally, my spirit and soul will extinguish. So you will be completely resurrected. That is the price of the forbidden ritual. A life for a life. I don't know if it'll succeed. I'm a little afraid. But even if it fails, at least I can follow you to that world. So, this may be the last time I write in this diary. I wonder if you'll be annoyed, if you'll think I talked too much. But knowing it's the last, I can't help but write everything I feel. Yesterday, maybe because of my condition, I couldn't help wanting to lean on you like before. Yet, you didn't push me away. You offered your hand to me instead. Holding your hand, laying beside you, just like a dream. Meeting you was the greatest happiness of my life. And I wish you happiness. Goodbye. Achieved the happy ending. Oh my god. Happy ending my ass. I was tearing up. What the fuck? Oh, I'm guessing this is like, you can make like a quick other decision to like get a different ending. Hold on. What? There's so many we don't have. What are you? Oh my god. How deep does this hole go? What? Like, I assumed, like, happy and bad ending, but, like, this makes me feel like there's way more. What the fuck? You know what? Good. Good book. We got the good ending. Back. Welcome back. Hold on. I'm gonna go look at my library real quick. I want to just, because we have 7 of 13 achievements. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So there is, okay, so we got good ending, it says. Or sorry, we got the happy ending. There's a bad ending 1, a bad ending 2, and then the true ending, it says. Oh my god. Wow. Hell yeah. Alright. What did I miss? I guess I don't know when you left. If you left, like, when you said day 5, you missed day 6 and 7. So, it was, she told us that we were exorcists together. And when we woke up on the last day, she wasn't there, so we fell asleep again. Or I guess I should say we passed out. And then when we woke up, we like had to like run through a dark tunnel and get to the light, and that's when we woke up. And it's like there was a bunch of dialogue of being like you could feel your organs and your breath, and you felt hungry and thirsty for the first time in days. So I'm like, shit, oh my god. And then it revealed that we were dead, and she was using a forbidden exorcism skill or ritual, sorry, to bring us back from the dead at the cost of her own life. So like her wearing those bandages was the fact that her body was fading away. So she basically gave her life for ours. And then, like, we read her diary, which was just her point of view for the 7 days we spent with her. So. And that was the happy ending, it said. Like, if the dead part was right. Yeah, I know, right? Like, we called it, like, on day 4, we're like, what if we're a zombie or something? But yeah, that's why we couldn't go outside, was because the talismans she was restraining with us were the only things keeping our soul together until the ritual finished. So it's like, had we stepped outside, we would have just, like, shattered. And the knocking was, or, like, her the elder exorcist, senpai or whatever she kept saying. That was what the knocking was. He was trying to get in there to stop the ritual because he knew the ritual would kill her. Why did she do that? Because we were her lover. And we saved her. Like, she didn't go into details, but from what I can surmise is the fact that, like, whatever killed us was aiming for her, kind of a thing, and we stopped her from dying. But we were lovers, from what I understand. So that's why she seemed crazy, is because she was very hectic at the fact that, like, had we had our memories and she told us what was actually happening, we would have stopped the ritual and let ourselves die so she could live. She didn't want that. She wanted us to live. And that's why she threatened to, like, she was, like, doing everything she could to make us make sure that we didn't want to go outside, because if we stepped outside, the soul would shatter and the ritual would fail. So, yeah. Good fucking game. Good shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh. Sorry for thinking this was a yandere game. I mean, hey, we all thought it, man. We all thought yandere game. But, you know, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at what we got. This was really cool. This was different. Like, if you're... Like, it would have been good if it was just the yandere shtick, right? But I'm glad that, like, they did something different. You know what I mean? I'm here for crazy girls, not feelings. Right. Well, I mean, but because it wasn't a crazy girl, it was kind of nice that it, like, did something different, right? I thought it was super neat. Like, it's definitely not a story I've heard before, I guess. You know what I mean? Good shit, though, either way. I don't know if we'll ever return to it. I don't know. Only saw the ending, but it was good. It was, yeah. I definitely teared up when we were reading her diary that she was recounting what happened during the week. Well, we did play Class of 09, so yeah. Ugh. But this was good, yeah. Would recommend. The balance, yeah. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Tomorrow we're doing an art stream. I might change it. I had set it up that we were gonna be sketching Class of 09 characters, but like honestly I might change it so we can do an art fight. Yeah, exactly. Art fight started today. Totally just like zoomed over my head. I completely forgot that started today. So honestly tomorrow we're probably just gonna be doing some art fight stuff instead. Art fight, yeah. So I'll probably change that real quick. As soon as I haven't even finished my OC. It's fine. Just put it on there. Last year there was a girl that I even attacked her on stream, but like we went through her profile and her character that we picked to attack didn't even have a reference sheet, but I still drew it the best I could, you know? So just get something up there, something for them to see, you know? It just says art stream, no theme mentioned, no worries. No, I see what you're saying. On my schedule, I just write art stream because there's no way I'll never have enough room on the schedule to write it. Like, I usually put it on the waiting room and on the thumbnail what I was planning on drawing. Or at least I've been trying to lately. I didn't like it before when I would do, like, the art streams and it would just be, like, the same exact thumbnail for every single one. Because I was doing so many art streams. Yeah, you see. So, like, I've been trying to make different thumbnails so I can try and differentiate them somehow. Just because I've been doing a lot of art streams, we're probably going to be starting to do a lot more, especially for Art Fight. I don't know why I took a break from... Oh yeah, no, that's why. The anxiety. That's why I stopped drawing on stream. The anxiety happened. Yeah. Yeah. But it was fine. It's fine. We'll get there. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here. Let's go, anxiety! Yeah. Oh, don't you know? Anyway, guys, I'll wrap it up here so I can get the shit ready for tomorrow, get some rest and all that good shit. Yeah. Anxiety. Good anxiety. Yeah, good anxiety attack. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for this little itty bitty visual novel. Super cute. Love it. Hell yeah. If I don't see you in the next one, I will see you when I see you. Everyone have a good night. Good evening. Veil guards. You're dismissed. Bye-bye.